So this is actually a 1,000-piece puzzle that turned out to be one of the fastest 1,000 pieces I've ever done. So I did this as a competition for speedpuzzling.com in pairs, and it went super well. It's a great pairs puzzle because each one of the covers is basically color blocked. So you can pick a cover and work on it and then move on to the next cover, and it's very easy with a pairs partner to just call out what you're working on. So doing it on my own, I tried to stick with the same general thought, which is let's build individual chunks of color as I see them. The challenge for me is that I like to build things right away as I see them. There are lots of things to see here. So I'm jumping all over a little bit as I start to build the puzzle, and which is not the most effective strategy. Generally, I find when you're building, try to build things to about 80% complete. And then after 80% complete, usually there are just a couple pieces you can't spot, move on to the next one. In this case, I'm doing a little bit of, oh cool, I see this, I see this, I see this. And because everything is a distinct color blob, it's making it more difficult to sort of do the puzzle accurately. I decided to do a little bit of the border here, as you can see. So some of that is as I did some of the color blocks that were located along the border. The border was somewhat easy to see and start to put together. And then partially, I do like to do the border, especially on bigger puzzles, to kind of give myself a frame to work within for the rest of the pieces. So as you see, I'm starting to put the border together. The border just gives me a frame as I start to pull different color blocks in. I kind of know where they go. The only challenge I found with some of these were a few of these book covers that were on the puzzle were actually not well color blocked, or they would have weird art on them. And so I would think that I saw something, I'd get through and go, oof, no. One strategy that I might try if I rerun this puzzle is to see whether I can look for pieces that have two distinct colors on them and try to build some of the lines in between the books first, rather than just building each book. More the sort of color block strategy I'm doing. I've tried that strategy. It's never quite worked for me, but I know some extremely fast puzzlers where they do that, especially for puzzles like this, and collage puzzles as they're called. So I'm curious to actually try it on some puzzles soon and see how it goes for me. So we're running now, we're not even to 90 minutes yet. So we're about 85 minutes, and you see that I'm flying for me for a 1,000-piece puzzle. This puzzle I came in about 1:45. So now, really just in what I call test and toss, testing a piece, see if it fits, toss it to the side if it doesn't. Generally, I try to toss it back into shape-sorted piles so that if I get to a point where I need the shape sorting, I can use that. This one, the colors and patterns were distinct enough that I didn't actually need to shape sort at the end. It worked very quickly anyway. And there we go.